Hi viewers, here we will discuss about inserting the node at the beginning of the circular linked list. Here the given list is having two nodes, then I am going to insert at beginning of the list. After insertion, the list will become in this representation. So 10 is becoming as a new head of the circular linked list. So for this, what we have to do, first we have to check the given list is empty or not. If head is null, if head is null, then that means the given list is empty. Given list is empty. In this position, tail also will be null. Tail also will be null. Okay. Otherwise, head holds the pointer to the first node of the list. Okay. So head is pointing towards the first node of the list. So head is having first node of the list, right? So here, uh, if you want to insert at front of the list, we can make the head is pointing to the new node. So when I want to insert the new node at front, so here this having like this address only one node, then new head will be the new node. The new node dot next will be the pointing the previous head, and also the tail pointer, this should denote the new head. This should denote the new head. Suppose if it is 100, then it will make the updation into the next field of the tail node, right? So here the new head is having the address of previous head. So for this, we can use two different pointers. Suppose if I want to insert by using the head pointer, okay, so here I am having the list like this, right? Initially we are passing the value. Suppose if it is the 10, then I am creating the new node by using the 10. The and we are checking the list is empty or not. List is empty or not. If the list is empty, the head will become null. Head will become null. So the tail also will become null if list is empty. List is empty. Then I am inserting the new node. The value is 10. Here it is null. Address, assume this is the 500. Now I am going to assign this new node into the list. So head is going to point the new node. Head is going to point the new node. So here the null will be overwritten as a 500. So that is this case. And tail also will be representing new node. So null will be representing as 500. Then tail dot next. So tail dot next is, right, this is the tail node. Tail node is 500. As of now, tail node is 500. Now tail dot next is going to self representing, because single node available in the circular linked list, so 500. Okay, so this is the way to represent in this case if empty list. Otherwise, if I have other that is many nodes in the given list. So in that case, we can have more than one node like this, right? So I'm having two nodes. This is 101, 102. So 101 is pointing the 102, 102 is pointing the 101, because it is the circular linked list. Here it may be a 7, here it may be a 8. Now I am going to insert the value by using the head pointer. Head is having 101, tail is having 102, right? Now if I use the head pointer to insert the list, I can use the 500 is the new node, right? I am going to insert at the beginning of the list. So for that, what I can do, so new node dot next should point the first node, I mean current head. So new node dot next will be pointing the first, right, first node. Then tail dot next will point the new node. So here the address will be updated as 500. Then the new head will become updating as 101 is overwriting as 500. So head is the new node, right? Then we are incrementing the size of the given list because we added one more. So size is incremented into 3. Okay, 2 plus 1, 3 nodes. So this is by using the head pointer. Another one, so in this case, our linked list is representing the using the head pointer, okay. And another one case, we can use the tail pointer. Okay, in this case, our list always will be represented by using the tail. Okay, our list is always accessed by using the tail pointer. So here 101, 102, 103. So if my tail is 103 and if head is 101, right? So here I will use tail to access the list, okay. So here it will represent the 102, 102 represents the 103, and 103 represents the 101. Okay, so here I will use tail pointer to access the list. So in this case, again, what we have to do, first we are checking head is null or not null. If head is null, the list is empty, new node will become the head of the list. Now if I'm having three nodes, node 1, 2, 3. So now I want to insert new node at beginning of the list. Okay, now here I am using the tail pointer to access the list. So new node is having the address 500. Here next field is null. Here we will assume 11 is the value. Here 7, 8, 9. So now we are assigning temporary. Tail is the temporary. So here we are assigning temporary variable. Then tail dot next is new node. You look at that. It initial accessing the list itself by using the tail. Okay, so tail.next. Okay, yeah, tail.next is the new node. So here this is updating into 500. Okay, 500. Then now uh, tail will become the new node. Okay, so tail. So now this is tail pointer because we are using the tail to access the list. So it is the beginning of the list. So it is becoming the tail. Then tail dot next. So now it is the tail. So tail dot next is the new head. So here this is updating with 101. So now the list is having 4 nodes. Here you should remember we are using the tail pointer to access the list. That's why we are assigning the new node into the tail pointer, assigning the new node into the tail pointer. Okay, but in the previous case we have assigned the new node as a head. You look at here, new node is a head. So we can represent the circular linked list by using two cases. One is using the tail pointer and another one is the head pointer. Okay, at front of the node, right? So here the time complexity is order of 1 because we are using the tail pointer to access the list, and we are adding the new node into the first node front of the list, in front of the list. Here also the time complexity is order of 1. The new node is adding at the front of the list. Thanks for watching.